Got here. Thank you so much for the raid, Rollig. Welcome in. Hope you're doing super well today. Might as well get my face up here. Hi. Hope you guys are doing well. Hello, Raven. Hello, What's the? Hello, Final Senator. Congrats on being the first to arrive. Hello, Mantis. Am I late? That's pretty normal for me. I didn't have any stream planned for today, so I'm early, arguably, for tomorrow's stream. Hey, Paktua. Tuta. There we go. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, thank you. You're not late. What do you mean? You just got here. Hi, Leah. Surgery. We'll talk about surgery in just a second. Wasn't too bad. Albert, welcome in. It's good to see you. Rollig, thank you so much for the raid. Hello, Raiders. I hope you're having a fabulous day so far today. Also, Onion, I see you. Hi. Thank you for shouting out Rollig. If y'all don't know Rollig is a fabulous streamer here on Twitch. Make sure you go give them a follow if you're not already doing so. Hi, Ems. Hi, Ray. Welcome in to both of you. Really good. Legoing. His PC couldn't include him in his own raid. Wait, what? That's very interesting. But I hope the Legoing went well, Rollig, if you can hear me. Sounds like maybe you weren't able to join on the raid, unfortunate. Also, can we get a shout out for Ray? Beach Hobo Ray is also a fabulous streamer here on Twitch. Finally seen all my unappreciated labor. It's finally been acknowledged. Wow, a little dramatic, are we, Onion? It's like 3:30. Thank you, Onion, for the shout out. You have other surgery tomorrow? Well, I'll talk through mine. It wasn't that bad. I don't know. I still am probably not done. I mean, I can still feel a little pain in my chest as it is. But basically they had me show up at like 6 a.m. The surgery didn't actually start until 7:30. So they wheeled me in right around 6 a.m. Or wheeled me in. They walked me in. I had to get undressed, put on the gown. Then nurses came in and like basically detoxed me, wiped me off with like a rag where I couldn't reach, and then had me do the rest myself. Then I had to go into a bathroom and scrub my mouth out with like a mouthwash kind of thing, which was kind of fun. No, it tasted nasty too. They were like, okay, brush your teeth first with this stuff, like dip it in, brush your teeth with it, then dip this like sponge in and wipe out the rest of your mouth, like your gums and your tongue and your such, which it wasn't like that bad tasting, but it was bad tasting enough that was kind of gross. And then afterwards I had to swish it around in my mouth like mouthwash and spit it out. On the plus side, got that done. That was like the last really uncomfortable thing. Then I had to wait for quite a while, actually. Luckily they let you keep your phone, so I was just kind of chilling. And then 2 different doctors came in. The anesthesiologist came in, barely said anything to me, which is totally fine. Just kind of like made sure I was aware of what the procedure was. Every single person came and asked me, made sure I was aware what the procedure was, and then walked out. And then the actual doctor who was doing the surgery came in as well. Didn't really give me a chance to ask questions, although I didn't really have that many. Also then clarified what the procedure was and walked out. And then at some point also another nurse came in to put the IV in. They put it in the top of the hand. Hey, you can still see the mark on there. It's mostly healed now anyways. Their job is to make sure you don't talk during the procedure. Precisely, yeah. Yeah, so they got the IV in. Yeah, and then a little bit more waiting. Then basically they give you the good stuff. The drug that makes you feel good. And then they wheeled me over to the operating room. I've had 3 surgeries, all at this hospital, by the way. So it's kind of all been the same each time, which is kind of funny. The first time I lost memory right before I even left the prep room. The second time I made it all the way to the operating room. And this time I was in the operating room for a while before I completely lost memory. And I say lost memory, not lost consciousness, because I'm pretty sure you keep on doing stuff and responding to commands and stuff, even though you can't remember exactly what's happening. It's very strange, because it's like, this time I lost my memory in the middle of moving from the gurney they brought me in on. I don't know if you call it a gurney, whatever you call it. The bed that they brought me in on, they had me move myself. And I lose my memory exactly halfway between leaving the bed and moving on to the surgery bed, but I don't think I passed out there. That wouldn't have made sense. So I must have been like still functional, but I cannot remember anything past that point.
Oh.
Next thing I remember, I woke up pretty quickly, actually. The last few times I had surgery, like I was super groggy when I woke up. Maybe they use like a different anesthesia now, but like it was like a half hour before I could move again, but I could still like be awake. This time I was like able to sit up right away. I was like just awake. I was like, oh, I'm awake now. I was still like dizzy and still like tired and whatnot from the anesthesia. My belly still hurts actually. Hi Raleigh, glad you made it in. I hope your Lego stream went well. Yeah, it is a very strange feeling, Onion. How your brain can just like block things that happened. That's funny, Jess. Understandable they wouldn't let you get up immediately though. Yeah. So what the surgery was, and sorry, this might be a little gross. It's not too bad though. There was like a little piece of, oh my goodness, Diana. Thank you so much for gifting 5 subs to the community. We'll get into that grossness in just a second here. Lady Explosion, Murder, Safi Lee, Shannon MB, Pola Asta, and Megvu. I hope I'm saying that right. Welcome all of you to the stack. Enjoy your emotes, your sub badges, and your ad-free viewing. And Diana, thank you so much for gifting those subs. All right, yeah, the basics were there's a little piece of my intestine that was sticking out through my belly button. It's usually pretty common in children, not so common in adults. That basically like the muscle structure underneath your belly button is really weak, so sometimes the intestine can kind of just push through there. So it's called a hernia basically. And so what they had to do is they just had to cut a small incision inside my belly button and push it back in. I even read like the report afterwards, and they use all their fun lingo, the technical language, the jargon. But the basic idea of what they did is they just cut in, pushed it back in, and then stitched up the muscle fiber so then it wouldn't come back out. Apparently it was easy enough that they didn't even have to put mesh in, which is something the doctor said he was probably going to have to do. I know, right? The organ wants to take a little adventure away from where it's supposed to be. It wasn't an immediate problem, but it could have been a problem further down the road. So I just wanted to get it out of the way. Not an issue for you? That's good, Raleigh. Yeah. Yeah, my doctor warned me that like it could get like circulation cut off and then like die. So that sounded scary enough that I just wanted to get it over with. Luckily, the recovery has been perfectly fine so far. It's just like a constant soreness on my belly, basically. I can still feel it right now even. But it's not like painful. It's just like it feels sore. If I move a little too much, it feels a little more painful. Jazza, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Yeah, if I move, the more I move, the more I can feel it. The more I stay still, like the less painful it is. However, obviously I need to move around a bunch. Algo almost had 2 stomachs. Almost. I will say, unfortunately, my insurance is barely covering it, so it is very expensive. But I have the money for it. It's just unfortunate. Channel points are broken on landscape. Oh, on mobile. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Firefly, by the way, welcome in. Evertalk, welcome in. I hope you're both doing super well today. Did I miss anybody else? I don't think so. I don't know if I said hi to you, Diana, but I know you're here. Yeah. So, as far as I can tell, the doctor did a great job. They gave me some like crazy pain meds. They gave me like 7 different medicines. 2 like regular pain meds, just Tylenol and ibuprofen, to just like take after each other, and those are what I've been taking. But then they also gave me like a more serious pain med, Oxycontin, Oxy, whatever it's called, which I have not taken yet because I really haven't felt like I needed it, because the other 3 medicines were for the side effects of it. I know, right? They're really expensive here, Ems. Hi, Onion. That's your second one. So it's like, I don't really want to take the extra powerful pain med if I don't need to, because everything else is for the side effects of that. Because they gave me like an anti-nausea, an anti-muscle spasm, like things like that, which is all like side effects from the Oxy. And it's like, I don't feel like I need it because I'm not in that much pain. So I'd just rather not. But that is the story of the surgery. Everything went perfectly fine. The day of the surgery, which was Monday, I basically was, I mean, I was functional, but like I was just really tired and weak from the anesthesia and undergoing the procedure. I was able to like walk up and down stairs on my own, but I was like holding the railing the whole time, just being very careful. Yesterday I was a lot better. I almost ended up streaming yesterday. I decided against it and just decided to chill for another day. It was perfectly fine. You won't feel surgery pains if everything else is trashed? True. Yes, yes, I know, Massa. I definitely will. They provided instructions for exactly that. Welcome in, by the way, Massa. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, there's a lot of instructions. I have a feeling a lot of people don't read all those, but I definitely did. Okay, and yeah, everything went well. Thanks everyone for the hype train. Welcome in, Willow. Hope you're doing well today. Raven, it's good to see you too. Guess what we're playing today? It's called Stardew Valley. Anyone ever heard of this game before? I've heard it's pretty fun. Anyways, I do have an idea for next week. I've already set up a challenge we're going to do. Having said that, I still need to work out the kinks, so I'm not going to talk about it yet. But maybe we'll talk about it on Saturday. Speaking of Saturday, I think I have a plan. But again, I have not worked out all the kinks, so we'll see if that goes through. I'll let you know, hopefully before Saturday. But Saturday might be a longer stream. You have a cat on your arm, and you'll not care if I move her, but I'd feel bad. I love that, Firefly. So many plans, so many kinks. Fear. Everything's gonna go smoothly, probably, maybe. Who knows? Mew! Good to see you, Mew. Hope you're doing well today. Stardew Valley's concerts in a couple weeks. That's good. Are you excited? Come on, stomach. Stop being so painful. All right. Hey, Archangel. I'm doing great.
Mew Mew power in your face.
You'll hear songs like this one, although not quite like this, because I think this is a cover. This is like a lo-fi cover of Stardrop Saloon. Pay no attention to the first save file here. There's certainly no reason to look at it. Yep. No reason to look at that first save file. Was not doing anything. All right, let's get into streaming here. Did my song get copyrighted? I don't remember which one that was, Albert. I did have a song from the other day get copyrighted, but I don't... Oh, it was, yes. It did get copyright struck. It's fine, though. I just muted it on the VOD. Oh, why is that there? All right. Yeah, we just need to grab... It's actually been like a week since I played. Didn't think about that. Well, not quite a week. We played on Saturday, right? Forgot how to play this game. Okay. Like that? Yeah, yeah. Had I not had you mentioned it, I would not have noticed. I don't know what you're referring to. $150% himbo on a Tuesday. Congratulations, Raven, on your himbo-ness. It's Wednesday, by the way. Mel, welcome in. Hope you're doing super well today, Mel. Y'all don't know the lovely Mel. They're an amazing streamer here on Twitch and a great friend of mine. Make sure you go give Mel a follow if you're not already doing so. Oh, that's true. We have a specific Mel command now, Onion. I just walked through my dog. Ooh, 420 stack check in my stream? Wouldn't say it's typical. woke up from surgery and fell out of bed. Oh no. Is this recent? Or are you just talking about it because I had my surgery recently? Dang, look at all these himbos. Hi, Magnolia. Welcome in. Everyone's himboing tonight. Hope you're doing well today. All right, go lock in, Mel. Get your enemies to lovers only one bed book done. Let's grab this. Oh, look what's there. Archangel, thank you so much for the 3 stream streak. This is not enemies to lovers or one bed. No, I didn't know you read books other than that. Final Throne of Glass book. Gotcha. Welcome in, by the way, Grace. It's lovely to see you. I'm kidding, Mel. I'm kidding. If y'all don't know, the wonderful, the lovely, the incredible Princess Shortcake, aka Grace. Grace is an amazing streamer here on Twitch, and you should make sure to go give her a follow. Go click that folly button. Folly? That folly button. Grace is an amazing streamer and my girlfriend. Make sure you go give Grace a follow. I'll have you know there's actual plot happening right now. Glad to hear that. Yes, we have a Grace command too. I actually got around to making some more commands. It's a folly not to follow. Precisely, Raleigh. Precisely. Oh, I did see that, Mantis. Congratulations. I'm surprised you got there so fast. What year are you on? I don't know what he's talking about. Please don't make me look like a fool in front of my friends. Hi, Ashley. Welcome in. Good to see you. That's like half my job. I do the other half. And I do it quite well, thank you. I know, I'm so parasocial. Hi, Gummy. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. I am winning. Look at all these fishies I'm getting. That's victory in my eyes. It's a little sus. Gosh. Imagine a man on the internet being parasocial with you. Gross. 37. You got those golden chickens online early, I suppose. How many golden chickens do you have? And where'd all the rest of your money go? Because you said you bought the billion statues, or sorry, the 999 statues of endless fortune for $1 billion, but like that's not enough to use up 2.1 billion. Oh, 42 coops worth. You probably overdid that a little. You're gonna get more than enough money pretty quick. That would never happen. Gotcha. Yeah, we are magic baiting, not just for Midnight Squid, although that seems to be the only thing we're getting right now. We also need Blobfish and Spooky Fish. All 3 of the night market fishies. As it turns out, it's a little annoying to get them from the submarine in iridium quality. I have to do homework today, yeah. Sorry to hear that. Hope it goes smoothly at the very least. Get yourself some hot chocolate and crack it out, right? The fish timer? Do you mean the countdown? What are you stacking today? Fish. Same thing we stack every day. Welcome in, Plain Elk? Plain Elk, perhaps even. Yep, that's how many more fish we need to get done in the next 3 in-game years. 3.5, I suppose. Yep, we subtract from it every night, so not every fish we catch, but at the end of the day, I count the fish and subtract it off. $3 years. So We're in year, did I say days? I might have said days. 3 years. So by the end of year 100. We call it the Fecade, the fishing decade. Hi Ned, welcome in. What mod are you using for your farm? No mods. This is all vanilla. Are you on pace? We're very close. It's very close to being on pace. So this file, Ned, does not have any mods at all. This is pure vanilla. I have played with mods before, and I plan on doing it again in the future, but it will not be on this file. Yeah, this file I've had since 2016 and has been a pure vanilla file. And will continue to be so. But I do have a plan for another modded challenge, probably next week. I'm going to start it. I was going to do Archipelago, but I'm going to put that off a little longer. Because a lot of other people are doing Archipelagos right now. And I'm already doing one with friends. Yeah, Celeste music. It's really good. Luna Scorpio, thank you for the follow. I'm sorry I missed it until this moment. Sort of, Diana? I had ideas about it in the fall. Yeah, it's been... I don't know why I forgot about it. But yeah, I think this is the same one. All Sanity Archipelago? Oh my goodness. Y'all are still not done with your Perfection Archipelago. You've been working on that for quite a while. I'm planning on doing a Perfection Archipelago as well. I want to make it difficult, but maybe not all Sanity. It's going to depend. Pretty close. I don't want to do Tile Sanity. I feel like that's unnecessary. Maybe everything else, though. No, she is not. Correct. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to read. I'm done with all gold, copper, and iron. Okay, you bought all of that already. You still have to smelt it, right? All right, I was wondering where all your money went. That makes sense. You just bought everything you can buy up front. I'm surprised you have room for it all. Oh, you smelted it all too? I hope you used heavy furnaces. Did you already craft your anvils too then? You might as well have, yeah. You had it all smelted, there's no reason not to. I guess I'll have my anvils crafted not too long from now. Just didn't really have a source of money up until now. Like within a year, I'll have enough money to buy all of the iron and coal. Things that need other ingredients make sense. All the ones you can buy infinitely, I'd assume, but yes. Yeah, because there's still books and whatnot that you need to save money for, because you buy them over a long period of time. Both the statues. I've got those done now. Those are my last purchase. Just gotta catch all these fish. I've seen the 999 challenge mentioned like more and more often online now. Like weirdly often. Like it's freaking me out. There are stack points. Those are just channel points. So any channel on Twitch can enable them. I just can name them something different. You just earn them from watching the stream and participating. If you get stream streaks, they give you a little bit more. But in general, just from watching and hanging out, you get points. If you're subscribed, they come faster, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there are a lot of people, I think, doing the challenge now. I saw people posting about it on Reddit, of all places. You don't want to scare the Redditors. All right. I believe I see a sneakers. Brittany, hi. There's a couple on YouTube that started a couple months ago. Yeah, I saw that as well, Brittany. I believe Mantis is the one that got him on it, from what I understand. Stonefish. The timing on that was unfortunate. I just cast my line. I'll get it right after that, though, Diana. Hope you're doing well today, Brittany, though. It's lovely to see you. Oh, Brittany, you probably haven't seen. Hold on, let me get the stonefish out. And then go full face for just a second. Sneakers and Sneaky got hats. Look at how cute. Mel made them. They're so pretty. Gotcha, man. That's right. That's what it was. I know, aren't the hats so cute? I wish they fit better in the frame. It's a little hard to see Sneaker's hat. Oh, procedure went really well, Ashley. We talked about it at the beginning of the stream. Basically, it went better than expected, and it was already expected to be completely fine. So I still have some soreness. My belly button still is like stuffed with cotton and has tape over it. They said that'll fall off over time, though, like when it's healed. So there's a little pain, but it's more like soreness than pain. It's not like sharp or anything like that. Just kind of a dull ache. Oh, that's awesome, Brittany. Yep, so everything went fine. Doctor told me it was even better than expected. They didn't even have to use mesh like they thought they might need to. Your belly button will fall off. Well, they cut into my belly button. That was kind of the whole procedure, Mantis. There was a hernia behind the belly button. They had to cut into it and push it back in, basically. But that was on Monday, and I already feel mostly fine. It's always a little late to post in Do Crew. That's just life. I think that bot's a little odd. I don't exactly know what causes that, but... sometimes the bots are just weird. Sometimes it'll post right away, sometimes it takes a few minutes. But if you want to, I think my bot usually does a better job on my Discord. But yeah. Notifications are just kind of weird sometimes, I feel like. That's awesome. Wow. Come here now. Yeah, exactly. I really don't know how Twitch sends out notifications, but it is not correct most of the time. It seems like it rolls them out sort of randomly. Like some people will get them immediately and some people will get them late. I don't know why. As far as other enjoyable things, I've been playing a game called Arc Raiders lately. Although I feel like I'm almost about done with it. I had a lot of good fun with it. I played for like 40 hours in 2 weeks. I just feel like there isn't much more for me to do. I can go collecting blueprints, but yeah, it's now probably just gonna be a fun thing I do with my friends. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I love the idea of the gameplay a lot. Just kind of like looting on the surface and then returning, trying to survive and returning. Like, I just love that idea a lot. I would say the game doesn't do it perfectly, but it does do it really well. I wish there were more like unique things to find. And I also wish you had more storage. I maxed out my storage very quickly. And like you can't make it any bigger now, and it's already still full. There's like no reason like keep anything fun you find and display it or anything. Because you just run out of space. Let's put these down here. Quinn, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Do octopus, huh? Can we catch it? Nope. Storage is the problem of all games. I like it when it's actually fun. I think Stardew storage is actually quite fun. Minecraft storage, I'm okay with. I think it could be a little better. Not in The Sims 3. It says have unlimited storage in The Sims 3. We should check. Oh, it's over here. Yeah, inventory I think is the problem in Minecraft. I think they just need to overhaul it from like first principles, and they're afraid to do that for maybe obvious reasons. Having said that though, they should still do it. All the fridges are synced in The Sims 3. What does that mean? Like the refrigerators? Like in the world? Like they all open to one fridge space? Shoker's definitely made it better. I don't know if they solved it. I really think they should just add backpacks. I know that's like stealing from mods, but also like it would be really nice to have. And like a fun thing you could find too. It's like maybe you can only find backpacks existing already in the world. Oh, I have not played Blueprints yet, Diana. I've heard really good things about it though. I'm planning on playing it. I purchased it during the winter sale because I know I'm going to want to play it. Yeah, I know, right, Onion? I saw that joke too. That's perfect. I like that they're adding the ability to have like permanent baby mobs. I kind of like the idea of this update in general. Just like add a bunch of cutesy stuff to the game. Maybe they can add a flower that makes mobs silent too. So then we don't even need the data pack for that. That should be kind of good. Actually, I like that idea a lot. Hold on. Hold on, I'm cooking. All the refrigerators in the house, same lot, have infinite storage space. Gotcha. That makes sense. Jeb, are you here? Hey, chill, welcome in. Does the fishing become easier after catching so many fish? Yeah. I can pretty easily predict what kind of fish I'm getting at any given point now. Not always, but pretty close. It's a lot harder with magic bait because there's a lot more fish. And you start to learn their patterns and can kind of adjust to that. Also, I have buffed fishing right now, so this is a bar for 14 fishing. But yeah, you get a sense of like a lot more of how the bar moves and how to move it to adjust for different fish. Tame the dragon. Oh my gosh, Onion, you sound like Reddit. Done work, gotta walk ahead of me. See you later, Mantis. Thanks for hanging. This is an octopus. I don't know if we can catch this. Might be a little tough. It's okay if I don't catch the octopus here. I have another method for catching them later. But if I do get them, it saves me time later. Nice. Yeah, over time you get a lot better at it, Ned. It really is. It's like a skill you develop. If you haven't tried it yet, if you tap rather than hold, it gives you a little more control over it. So I'm like constantly tapping it to keep it on the same height, basically. What is woman? Wow, now you're really Reddit. Onion, be careful. Lest you become those you mock. It's Flappy Bird for fish. There is some comparisons to be made there, for sure. Chill gardening. I would say Flappy Bird's a lot harder. Yeah, the rarer fish are especially like jumpy. Sometimes it makes sense to not even chase them and wait for them to come back. It depends on the fish, though. What is your current year? It is year 97, fall 18. Glacierfish is the biggest jerk. I would say it's the hardest fish in the game. Oops. Thought I had the fish. X. X is a great... I was like, what does X mean? I realized. Is Minecraft 17 years old, actually? I don't know if I want to believe that, even though I know in my heart to be true. I think you need to dump Minecraft, hit the gym, and lawyer up. Yeah, I do remember 17 years ago, first playing the alpha. I convinced my dad, instead of giving me my allowance for mowing the lawn, to instead buy me Minecraft online. And I had to like really convince him, because you didn't really buy things online back then. That was like a weird thing to do, to put in credit card information. So I had to convince him it was legit and not a scam. 2009, good times. Yeah, you have to hope for a late rain day too. I also begged a lot. Minecraft's been around for a lot of people's entire lives. It's a crazy thing to think about. At least for me. Whoops. Tackle wore out. That one. .14. I don't even remember the different updates. There's so many. They used to come out like every 2 weeks for a while. That was right when I started playing. That was like one of the first games that really did the update cycle like that. Where there were updates like constantly, so people kept getting excited about them, which fueled discussion online. Good night, Albert. Thanks for hanging out. The end existed when you started playing. The end came out during release. Basically, that's why it was called the end. When the game released, it officially had an ending. So that was, I think it was 1.18 originally. Then they changed the updates. So I guess it was 0.18. I don't remember. That doesn't sound right. Hey, soundtrack boy, welcome in. Maybe it was just 1.8. Hi, Sweeney, welcome in. Some of the mods you played with. Sweeney, I'm so sorry. It do be like that sometimes. One day you'll be him. What kind of mods did you play with, Onion? It seems like the checks are confused. 0% himbo, but man. Dang, Onion. Oh gosh, I way overshot there. Okay, this is like a blobfish or a pufferfish. I think it's a blobfish. I should not be having this much trouble. It could be a super cucumber. I think it's a blobfish. Oh, it is a puffer. Tisk, tisk, tisk. What was the other one? Man, Muppet, or... I don't remember. I really should know that. Michael, that's it, yep. Ah, congrats, Avatar. You got your first 1% done. Plenty to go. There's one where you could make rocket ships to go into space, but I never got to work because I was a silly child. We were all silly children. Stop. Give me other fish. All right, this is probably the last one here before we head back for the night. Do, 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 do. I lied, we're doing one more. Can't stop me. Oh, your school just started its own Minecraft server? That's really awesome. Was it the students came together to make one, or was this like a school-led program? All right, tilapia. We are about to start a Minecraft server of our own. I guess start's probably not the right word. We're going to continue the existing one, although I still have some work to do on that, so it might not be for about another month. Okay. I don't want to do the math today, so we're using a calculator. That is a good amount of blobfish today, though. $66 total fish, which is about as good as we can expect, really. All right, 116 minus 66. 27,050 remain. They got support from the school. Okay. You need to apply. Intriguing. We're almost at 99 blobfish. It actually went quicker than I would have thought. All right, let's see where we are here. Look at this go up so fast now. I feel like we just got over the stack on these guys and they're already there. Blobfish is still behind. This one is 60 behind. So Spooky Fish is 60 behind Midnight Squid. And then Blobfish is somehow like nearly 200 behind. I'm not really sure how that happened. It's at least 160 behind. Yeah, I have no idea how far why that fell back so far, but we're on our way. All right. Curiosity lures are lasting quite a bit here. We can move some of these guys back over. I've got some time tonight. Ooh. We still have more than a full chest. I can just move 3 over. If I have time. I will not. Made it. I guess we did get a whole bunch in that 1 week. That probably still won't be enough for the rest of the Fecade, but it'll last a while. It'll last quite a while, I hope. I don't need to check that. All right, today is a Friday, so we actually have some chores to do, although not many. We have time. Passes out. Well, I can pass out in my house with no problems at all. Unlike real life. Do not pass out in your house in real life, if you can avoid it. Oh, the dove's here. Hi, children. Dang, we're just short of having enough today. We got into a bad cycle for these red slime eggs. We've gotten like 1 in the last week. Fiddleheads are up to... Ooh, we're only 100 and a little away. That's 10 days. 10 more days of fiddleheads and we'll be done. I don't know if we get them during the winter. That would be heavily hilarious if we're just short because we only have 8 days left. And we gotta wait until spring to finish it off. That might actually happen. Hey, Parapluto, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. All right, let's see here. Got all that done. Checking for anything. Nope. All right. So only thing we have to do now is go to the traveling cart and check for anything there. And then we can fish the rest of the day away. Fishing the day away. Let's go. Okay. We're only like 7, maybe even 6 days away from finishing these. If we get 10 a day, that's only... We're definitely not guaranteed to get 10 a day. We can do it in 4 days, maybe, if we get lucky. We gotta get lucky, though. Yeah, yesterday was a pretty exceptional day. We don't normally get 16 blobfish in a day. These bubbles are outside of the range of the night market fish. It's like this here. So if anyone's curious why we're not doing those, whoops, what the heck? I clicked off screen on accident there. Sorry about that. We've done a good job getting through this magic bait fishing lately, though. Please keep all clicks and curses inside the screen at all times. Head back and hold on. Hands down, head back and hold on. Blobfish good.
Oh, it's a person.
Nox Monkey, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Where are we at here? Nice himbo parrot. Ugh, my stomach is hurting a bit more now. I'm sitting too much. It is time. The moment of truth. Hit me, Onion. You are a Muppet today. Congratulations. Was that what you wanted? Probably, right? Not a man. Onion roll. Oh, need that tackle. I know, isn't it, Willow? Subscribe to Onion for more adorable emotes. This is an ad. Bubbles are never in the right spot, are they? Rather rude. I want to play Hollow Knight more? I mean, then do it. You've been playing quite a bit from what I've seen. Oh, now. I thought you said more. I mean, if you can, go for it. We might be playing some Silksong on Friday. I haven't decided yet. But that's our variety day. I'm gonna actually do variety this time. Instead of forgetting like last time. Ah, that's a shame. Shaw! Get good! Oh, do not subscribe on your phone in general, Sweeney. The phone charges you an extra $1. Hey, Calwebs, welcome in. That is what they call me. I do prefer Algo usually, though. Or Mr. Stacks. I have noticed more people talking about the 999 challenge just out there in the wild recently. Should be kind of cool. Every time I play Stardew, I think I could get 999 of these. I could get a stack of that. Is there snow in Michigan? Yes, lots. We're probably going to be covered for quite a while here. I don't expect it's going to get much warmer soon. It's been snowing like off and on every day for like a few weeks now. Well, not a few weeks. A few days now. It's also been really cold. Although today it's not too bad. It's supposed to get cold tomorrow though. Like really cold tomorrow. Glad to hear it. Also, Guts, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. Onion, did you not see the crocheted Leah? Oh boy. I'm glad I propped it up. Yes, it is. Not only did Mel make the hats, but Mel also made Leah. Look at it's little Leah. She got hands. She got hands and she knows how to use them. Hiya! Isn't it so amazing? Look at it. The hair is perfect too. Look at little beady little eyes. I made you something. It's called How I Feel About Ryan. Thought it was Gem for a second. That would also be cute. There are too many artsy redheads. Just kidding. Not enough. Bisexual artsy redheads. Huh, you think that'd be a tough category, but make the Leah statue. That'd be kind of cute too, yeah. This was a gift. I'm not... Mel can crochet whatever she wants. Leah would be Canadian. In fact, canonically, I think Leah should be Canadian. If a Canada exists in the Stardew universe, Leah is from there. Sorry about that, guys. I'll be right back. My ad break was about to start anyway, so I'm just going to run it. So you can see you guys in about 5 minutes or so. BRB. Alright, sorry about that, everybody. I am back. My sister unexpectedly came home, so I had to say hi and everything. And I wanted to say hi, is probably the better way to put that. Alright. Luckily, it sort of lined up right when we had ads anyways, so I just had a bit of a longer first break than I normally do. We should all be back now. Welcome in, Lamp. Hope you're doing well today. 999 sister, truly. How long are ads supposed to be? So Twitch runs 3 minutes of ads, but you might not get 3 minutes of ads. It depends on a lot of factors, like your demographic, where you live, things along those lines. At least I'm running 3 minutes of ads. That's kind of the best way to get rid of pre-rolls and have ads run. Sister Stacks. Sister Stacks. Alright. Let's go ahead and get back to fishing here. Let's catch some gosh darned blobfish. I do want to accelerate this process a little bit here. Getting out of fall and getting into winter would be a good start of things. I don't know if we're going to stream long enough today for that, but we'll see. We might. I want to at least get to... well, that's a nice pull. We take that. I do want to get to at least 999 blobfish today. I think we should be able to do that, no problem. Do rest if needed. Yeah, I will. Don't worry, Onion. Thank you, though, for being considerate. There's no, like, mental fog or anything like that. It's really just a little bit of physical pain. And it's honestly not that bad. I might need to get up and adjust every so often, though. It's just really sore. It feels kind of like a sore muscle would. But it's just constant. And if I move, it gets worse. So honestly, sitting here, it's kind of perfect for streaming. Strong emotions cause strain. I have noticed if I laugh too hard, it does hurt a little. I don't think emotions will cause too much strain. Maybe if I get, like, jump scared or something. It's really just, like, any amount of motion. I don't think stress would actually cause it too much pain. I mean, I think actually, like, clutching my muscles would help it more than hurt it. Stretching is a bit of a problem. I have to be careful when I stretch. I have to, like, not stretch out my stomach while stretching. Y'all can practice that right now. Try stretching out and not moving your stomach at all. It's kind of funny. You have to, like, maneuver your body in a very strange way. I can move it a little bit. Like, even stretching out my legs, I have to just be careful to make sure it's all below my torso. Because normally you kind of, like, stretch out all of you. This is an eel? That's a tuna! There's two choices. Yeah, your core muscles are, like, surprisingly very commonly used. I mean, I guess that's why they're called core. Like, just getting out of bed every day is like, oh, I have to really finagle this to try to minimize the use of my core. I basically am not allowed to work out my core for a month. So no sit-ups, sadly. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Onion. That sucks. I'm glad you're better from it, though. just hurt a lot. I mean, pain is typically a big deal, I'd say. I think you're a pufferfish. Every time a fish really annoys me, I just assume it's a pufferfish. If it's not strong enough to be an octopus. Blobfish. Grace. Last year, I was gonna say. I remember you talking about your surgery. I don't think it was last week. Yeah, understandable. I think yours had a much worse recovery than mine's having, at least so far, Grace. From what you told me. Hey Crow, welcome to the stream. Welcome in. Hope you're doing lovely today. Yeah, and I mean, I haven't really described this to many people, but my bed's kind of weird right now. I rearranged my room so that my stream setup had my bookshelf behind it. So actually, through the camera, I'm pointing at you. Behind the camera is where my bed is. And as a result of that, I kind of have to like crawl into bed. I don't really have access to the sides of the bed. It's like computer here. It's like, how do I do this in a camera? All right. It's like computer, bed, and then wall. And like, there's no real sides to the bed. So I have to crawl up from the bottom. So that has been really difficult to do with not really being able to use my core muscles very much. I have to like keep my belly straight as I like pull myself forward. Yeah, it made sense for the room though. I could like move my stream setup to a different room. We have some available. Ooh, more of that. But I kind of like having it in here for a lot of reasons. Hit 4 robot arms inside my abdomen. Did you get to keep the arms? Are we sure it made sense? I think it makes sense. I like having my computer in my room. I'm definitely not a big enough streamer to get my own dedicated stream room and computer set up. Yeah, no robot arms for me. It's funny, I read through the entire procedure because they posted it on my like online chart, like described exactly what they did. They use like very fancy words, which makes sense. It's like the lingo or jargon for medical. But yeah, it turned out it was pretty straightforward what they had to do. There was like a lot of detail explaining that the assistant was desperately needed, and I couldn't figure out why, and then I realized it's for insurance billing. Because insurance probably doesn't want to pay like a second person. So like a lot of the description of the procedure was like the assistant who was there was necessary to be there for the following reasons. Rent out your own office for it. Yeah, let me just go get all that money. Almost all of my money was just spent on surgery. Unsurprisingly, a lot of verbiage. Yeah, mine was only like 2 paragraphs, but yeah, the words were... I had to look up some of them as I was going. I could ask my sister, because she's a doctor. Pages. I'm sure it like went into detail about the exact how the robots function and everything too. That is very sketchy, Onion. There might be a more detailed summary somewhere for mine too. I just looked at the description that was on my chart online. I just did it today too because I was trying to figure out payment information. And I'm like, oh, there's a lot of stuff here. All my information about my meds were on there too, so I can actually throw out all those other pages they gave me. Because if I need to look it up, it's all there. Yeah, Mew. We don't have heaven here. Oh, there you go, Grace. It's about time, right? Yeah, I have a 2-week checkup. I mean, I don't think they'll have a year one for this unless something is not working out. I don't know. I think I'd prefer a pain to spending an obscene amount of money. Aren't you about it 1 year? I don't remember exactly when it was last year. I guess I wouldn't have known precisely. But it was last year, right? So you can't have been you can't be more than a month off. So it was in January last year, gotcha. Oh, it was before Christmas. Oh. I could have sworn it was... Okay, well, you know, obviously. I don't know why I'm acting like it's different. Lee, welcome in. Just misremembering, I'm sure. Congrats on your limbo, Lee. Okay, so it was close to last year. Man, right before Christmas. I guess the idea was that you could use your winter break time to recover, right? Yep, it went very well, Lee. The recovery is less bad than I thought it would be, even. I'm sure it varies a lot between people and procedures, like how well they go and whatnot. But, like, I expected to be kind of unable to do much for 3 days, but really, it was kind of just the first day. And even then, I was still mostly functional. Oh yeah, that's fair, Grace. Yeah. Nice of your brother to do that, though. I'd like to imagine I'm that nice, but... No, I would do the same. He didn't give him a choice. Is this Karate Brother? If so, then certainly has the strength to do it. What's the best? Is you the 3 Galaxy Swords with the base purple sword? You mean Galaxy Souls? It depends what kind of weapon you want. Typically, I think the hammer is a little better. But yeah, you got to use the 3 Galaxy Souls to upgrade it. It works with the hammer too. Yeah, I knew it was your only bio brother, but I wasn't sure if you meant brother or just stepbrother. I guess you would have probably said stepbrother. You can use it on an already enchanted one or a plain sword. It has to be on one of the galaxy weapons, though. I use the Dragon Tooth Club, although, honestly, the Infinity Gavel's a little bit better. It kind of doesn't matter which one you use, though. They're pretty close. I'd recommend the Galaxy Hammer, though, into Infinity Gavel. But the sword's good, too. Honestly, either one of those is perfectly fine for a late-game weapon. You're going to be one-shotting most things in the game at that point. I like the hammer's secondary feature a lot, and I think the sword's is mostly useless. Blocking doesn't really do that much, unfortunately, but the hammer's like slam attack is really powerful. Yeah, that's true as well, Grace. It has like more DPS, but since the hammer's base damage is a little higher, a lot of the time you're just gonna kill things in one hit anyways. It depends what you're fighting, really. That's true, hammers are very slow. You can also have both. Feeling frisky. I feel like even without, because the slam attack is so good, even without animation canceling, I'd prefer the hammer. But yeah, I think at that point it's a preference. It's up to you. Yeah, so many spooky fish. I have a hammer with Artful and a hammer with Crusader. Skull Caverns. Hammers all the way down. Actually, I have just the dragon teeth one. Tooth one. I think you can only get one Infinity Blade. Or can you buy more Galaxy Swords? Because I know you can get more Galaxy Hammers into Infinity Gabbles. But I don't know if you can buy more Galaxy Swords. I think you just get the one, right? Oh, I got you, Lee. I was talking about what I did. I'm just wondering in general if you can. No, you're fine, Lee. Just clarifying. Ah. Curiosity killed the lure. I think you can have more than one, right? Because you can buy as many Galaxy Hammers as you want from the Adventures Guild. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to upgrade more. I'm pretty sure I did have 2 Infinity Gabbles. I think I do have 2. Yeah, I don't know if you can get more swords, though, because I don't think you can buy more Galaxy Swords. I think you can just get the one from with the Prismatic Shard. And then once you do that, you can buy as many daggers and gavels as you want. They're expensive, mind you. They're definitely not free, but I'm pretty sure you can get as many as you want and then upgrade them if you want to. Feel free to double check me on that, Lee, but I think that's the case. Okay, so you can buy the sword too. All right, never mind then. Okay, yeah, I was not sure about that. I knew you could buy the other 2. I wasn't sure if you could buy the sword. All right, yeah, so you can get as many infinity weapons as you want. You can get a whole chest full of infinity weapons. It's a lot of souls, though. Yep, sounds about right. Well, I can't be mad because we got tons and tons of blobfish, even though we are still getting more midnight squid. Yep, Lucky Lunch has +3 luck. If you gold Q season it, you can get +4 out of it. But Magic Rock Candy gives +5, so that's the best food for luck. Does not last as long, though. Lucky Lunch lasts pretty much all day, I think. Magic Rock Candy lasts like half a day. Magic Rock Candy pattern recipe. There's no recipe for it. You can buy it once per week from the Desert Trader for 3 prismatic shards. And then there's a few other ways to get them too. You can get 1 per day at the Desert Festival for getting a rating of 50 or more. You can also buy it from one of the Desert Festival vendors and from the Shadow guy, I think. But yeah, basically that. Yeah, it depends what you're trying to do, Cal. If it's a one-time thing, then it might be worth using the rock candy. If it's something you're going to do regularly, then it's probably worth using the Lucky Lunch. Hey, Dovalin, I'm going to suggest the unthinkable. Stack all foods with their cube versions as well. Is that unthinkable? Because we're doing that. That's already happening. I have most of the stuff I need for it, too. I just need the seasoning for the most part. And, like, 2 other things still. Alright, 72 fishies today. That's not too bad. Figured it, never saw it in your videos. Well, because we haven't done any of them yet. But I thought one of my shorts went over it recently. Maybe not. Alright, we're dipping below 27,000. 7,050 minus 72. 6,978 remaining fish. 26,978 fish remain. How many Q gems in total will that cost? 81,000 minus 81, but basically 81,000. Okay, we only need 24 more blobfish. That could be 2 days with luck. We can just get rid of these 2. Those bobbers are purchasable, so it's kind of hard to justify continuing to just keep them. Come on now. Take a foot, leave a foot. Yep. So here's all of our regular cooked dishes. All through there. And here's all the ingredients we need to make the remaining cooked dishes. We're not quite there yet. We still need, hold on, I wrote this down somewhere. There it is. We need 1 stack of fiddleheads, 8 stacks of eggs, 3 stacks of ginger, 20 stacks of moss, and 1 stack of squid, and then we'll be done. We're very close on all of those things. Actually, you know what? Keep those in there. Keep your secrets. There we go. Volcano, 999 Dragon's Teeth have been my least favorite. It's not too bad, actually. We use fish ponds for that, though. So I would not get them only from the volcano. Yeah, the stingray fish pond drops dragon teeth rarely, but if you have enough fish ponds, then it's only a matter of time. Just like these slimejack fish ponds give slime, stingrays can give batteries, dragon's teeth, and cinder shards, all of which are pretty useful. They're one of the better ponds in the game for items. I imagine that my animals are getting hungry. Not quite there yet. I don't think these produce in the winter, which means we're not going to get enough fiddleheads by, like, 19 or 17. We're so close. So I'll have to wait till after winter to finish that. Oh my gosh, red slime eggs. They exist. $6.15. All right, let's get back to it. All right. 24 blobfish away from our first stack, and therefore our first half of blobfish. Ooh, this guy's being rude. Are you a blobfish or are you a pufferfish? Time will tell. Blobfish. That is a heck of a chest. Blobfish first bodes well for our blobfish needs. And this could be another one already. Although it seems a little, maybe a little too jumpy. Might be a pufferfish. That's a squid. Which I don't need. It's the only ocean fish I'm not finished with yet is squid. It's almost comedic. Hi, Nico. Welcome in. Oh, you just saw it. Congratulations. I hope you enjoyed. I really enjoyed it myself when it came here. What was your favorite part? Or there might be some spoilers. What was your favorite song? How about that? That you heard there? I'm trying to remember what mine was. I have to say, like, the spring music at the beginning, I haven't felt that nostalgic in a long time. When they played the, like, opening music. I was like, wow, this is what it felt like again to play Stardew for the first time. Which is a very old feeling for me at this point, unfortunately. Prairie King songs were great. Yeah, I remember those too. Octopus. Oh, I'm sucking at it too. It's being nice to me. Take advantage. While it's still nice. It's gonna jump up. That was a very nice octopus. They're not normally that nice. There's still so many we need to get. Even when I get this blobfish, we're still only halfway done. And I feel like we've been working on these forever. This is the grind that needs to happen, though. I hope we get a lot at the night market. Yeah, exactly, Blade. I think the thing that's kept me sane in this challenge is there's no purpose to resetting days, right? So I just keep going. Some days I make less progress, some days I make more, but it's always number go up. Hope you're doing well, Blade. It's good to see you. Y'all don't know the wonderful Blade somehow. Blade is an amazing streamer here on Twitch who does all sorts of Stardew Valley challenge runs. Also has an amazing YouTube channel, so make sure you go check that out. Thank you, Onion. Both are linked there. We've gotten a few lucky blobfish days, so I would not be surprised if we get an unlucky one here. We shall see. Blade's okay. Kent. Go get them fancy sandwiches, Onion. What do you mean, BRB? You don't even need to tell me. Go. Sandwich up. Actually, my sister brought home some chicken shawarma sandwiches, and I'm like so excited to have them for dinner tonight. I was not expecting that. She got the good stuff too. She went to a very legit place. Tackle war out. It's that one. Alright, five blobfish is a good sign this early. We need 24 more for our first stack. We're not likely to get them today, but in 2 days, it's not that unlikely that we get it. 3 days is more likely, though. Give me that row. Nope. The rare disc, I believe is what you're looking for, Cal. They drop from bats, so if you kill a whole lot of bats, you can get them more often. It's like a tiny... Oh. Here, let me take a look real quick. This one? The ancient seed? Because this is the rare disc. That's what I thought you meant by circle. Okay, you can get that from killing bugs in the mines. It's not a very common drop from that, but that is where you can get it. So like on the first 30 floors in the mines or so where there's bugs. Yeah, get some monster musk if you have it and just go kill as many as you can. It drops pretty... I mean, if you have like monster musk and you're going at it, it's not that uncommon. You'll probably find it pretty soon. Especially when you have weapons that can one-shot the bugs. So you can just go through the mines really quick. 41%, nice. You're gonna need that anyways, because that's how you get ancient seeds, and therefore ancient fruit, which is also needed for perfection. Oh, that's true as well, Blade. I didn't think about that. I don't know if they have the deconstructor yet, though. Well, they have 41% perfection, and they know that, so they must have the deconstructor access. Oh, you can take the seed and deconstruct it. Do you have a deconstructor, Cal? Hey, listen to Blade there. Hey, welcome in, Hickory. Hope you're doing well today. Hi, Ocean. It's going really well, Ocean. There's just like some soreness in my stomach, and that's about it. It's like pain, but it's not like bad pain. Yeah, it's available in the nut room where you check perfection, Cal. You can buy it from Mr. Q. Yeah, I had some surgery on Monday. I mean, it's technically considered major surgery. They had to put me under for anesthesia and whatnot, but it wasn't like a bad one at all. I just had a hernia on my, in my belly button, and they had to push it back in, basically. I would be concerned if the pain was in your toe. Some nerves are weirdly connected. I know, there's a lot of knowledge like that in this game. Something you file away for later, although later is not likely to ever come. Nice, keep going, Blobfish. Let's go, Blobfish. I can't think of a single instance where I didn't get the seed first before I had before I got it from the seed makers. It's certainly a thing that's possible to happen, but I don't think it's ever happened to me before. To be fair, I intentionally farm it sometimes. There you go. Perfect, Cal. It's useful for other things, too. There's actually quite a number of good things to deconstruct. That was an octopus, I think. I hope. Otherwise, that was embarrassing. You did it in seeded perfection, which makes sense, yeah. You don't want to rely on random drops, or at least you want to limit how much you have to rely on random drops. And you probably have a time where you can put something into a seed maker, right? If you have it seeded. So like a 6 a.m. place. Can't you find a spot and then tile it over? If I remember correctly. Like one day later, it will be different. Hi, Leah. Oh, were you not here earlier on? I talked about it, but it wasn't much of a problem at all. I was very groggy, like, afterwards immediately. And I'm still in pain, but it's, like, minor pain. It's just like a constant soreness, basically. Yeah, you used to be able to just buy ancient seeds from the cart. That was removed. Glad to hear it, Leah. Welcome in. Thank you. Yep. It was never really a concern whether I'd be okay or not. They weren't really operating in an area that could cause, like, danger to my well-being. It could have gone poorly and then, like, they'd have to redo it at some point, but it was never really a super dangerous procedure, luckily. Yeah, it is always a little worrying when you go under. Do you ever cook like the day before and your hands still smell a little bit like garlic or onions? This is onions because I cut up onions yesterday. I can still kind of smell it. I've washed my hands like 10 times. It just doesn't go away. Onions and garlic in particular do that. Welcome back, Onion. How was your Sammy? You toasted it? Nice. Worth it. Thank you, Mew. Better than okay. I made, what do we call this? We call it Sauce-a-mac. I think my dad and I found the recipe online a few years ago. We've been doing it, like, every other month since. It's basically just, like, sausage, peppers, onions, and mac and cheese all mixed together. Jalapenos we added, too, for some spiciness. It's really good. Ooh, don't delete the albacore. Oh, really, Ocean? Yeah, I know. There's just some things that just, like, stay on your fingers. Yeah, garlic and onions are the ones I notice the most, but I'm sure that's in that paste. And no one else notices it, because you have to be, like, really close to your hands, but sometimes you, like, scratch your nose, and you're like, what was that? Oh, squid roe. Nice. Need that. A factory in a gacha game. Hope you're not spending too much money. I try to stay away from gacha games because I have a problem. And I know I'll spend more money than I should. Luckily, it's delicious smelling. I like that, Ocean. Apparently, you can get it off if you, like, touch metal. I don't know how that's supposed to work, but supposedly that gets it off your hand. At least for, like, garlic and onion. What time zone are you in? It is 5:15 p.m. here. Eastern US is what we call it here, at least. Also, other Leah, welcome in. There it is. Yeah, the stainless steel. Yeah, I'd heard about that before, Leah. You got to put the seed, so ancient fruit seed, Cal. So if you put it into a seed maker first, it should produce some seeds, and then you can put those in. So like the blue packet, yeah. Yeah, because it's a crafting recipe. Perfect. Glad you were able to get it, Cal. As long as you're monitoring it and you have a budget, that's the important thing. I mean, honestly, you should treat gacha games like you're gambling because that's essentially what's happening. So as long as you keep a budget for it and you're willing to lose that money, then... Eli, welcome in. Good to see you. Where the EST hang. It's kind of nice to be an EST as a streamer. Because it's like, I start at kind of a normal time for EST, and then like the rest of the US like catches up to me. I heard about that, I think, Leah. He did Rivalry. Wasn't that like a book or a comic or something? It was a book. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure the mayor of New York recommended that. I heard the other day. Yeah, as long as you're having fun, Hickory, that makes sense. Hockey players falling in love. Cool. That just, it sounds like a fan fiction title, doesn't it? There's almost no hockey. No! What do you mean there's 40 different hockey romances at Target? I have no idea what that means. The CR203 layer of the stainless steel absorbs the sulfur from the leftover onion garlic stuff. Interesting. So it reacts somewhat. That's very cool, actually. Science rules. I feel like what is basically smut has become significantly more mainstream than when I was a kid.
Yes, science!
Precisely, Leah. Ah, book section of Target. They know who shops there. There's that many hockey romances. There's like an entire world that I'm unaware of, I feel like. I don't read that many like romances. I watch some romance anime. That's enough for me. Yo, Twitch, can you stop sending me sponsorship opportunities? I really don't care. I think I could turn them off, but I don't feel like it. Some people do have that kind of relationship with their parents. Also, Leah, just be careful about listing like your age. We're technically a family-friendly stream, so that's okay. But a lot of streamers are 18 plus. So just make sure you don't say what your age is in their streams, or probably anywhere on Twitch, for that matter.
Oh, it's a person.
Slow Gaming, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. I mean, we're talking about it in a family-friendly way. Glad to hear that. We're not getting into the details or anything. Twitch in general is 14 plus, so I'm assuming, and technically speaking, definitely has to be, everyone should be 14 years or older. And I feel like this is a discussion a 14-year-old could have. Not just hockey, viruses, cars, even scoops of ice cream aren't safe from the romantasy. These aren't even, like, hockey isn't a fantasy. Why is it called romantasy? Hockey is a real thing. Oh my gosh, this fish needs to stop. Can you chill? Be a little chill. Be more chill. That's a play or something, or a musical. Whew. My hands need a second here. The tech stuff I bought should have arrived today, was delayed to tomorrow. So the road was slippery. Yeah, it's slippery. It seems like it snowed across the entirety of the world from the way people are talking about it. Maybe it did. Hey, robot, welcome in. Yeah, I think it's not atypical for people to have relationships like that with their family. It's just different from a lot of other people. I'm the youngest sibling. Matured faster out of spite is great. Middle of 10 siblings? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that'll give you a lot of spite. 10? How long have you been a streamer? 2022. So almost 4 years. It'll be 4 years in about a month. Which is weird to think about, to be fair. It does not feel like it's been that long. I am the oldest sibling, but I feel like I got bullied by my younger sibling. That's not true. I'm just exaggerating. Ah, I see, I see. Yeah. I feel like as the younger sibling, you get to watch the older sibling a little bit ahead of time. Notice that the things that they do wrong and, like, course correct, you know? Even if you don't do it, like, consciously. Like, I feel like there's a little bit of subconsciousness to that. Like, oh, I don't want to get caught doing that, or, oh, I don't want to be embarrassed like that, sort of thing. Whereas when you're the oldest sibling, you have nothing to look out for. No guideposts. Also known as the horrors. I mean, I would just go into it, gaming, and treating it like a hobby. You know? Don't think of it as, like, a career aspiration. Sometimes it works out for some people that it could be, but that's not going to happen for 99% of people. But if it's something you enjoy doing, just for the sake of doing it, then I think it's worth pursuing. If you have school to balance it with, like, maybe only stream once a week, you know, see how you like it. The nice thing about, like, how things are nowadays is there isn't a whole lot of, what's the word you'd look for here? You don't have to pay a lot of money to, like, become a streamer, right? Most people already have a webcam. They at least have a somewhat decent microphone at this point in time. So most of the time, you kind of just have to set up your OBS and you're good to go. So there isn't a lot of startup cost. I think that's the word I was looking for there. So if you're interested, you should just try it. See how it goes. Keep in mind, like, You're not likely to just suddenly have a bunch of people jumping in. I was very lucky that my challenge was popular and people were interested in seeing me play it. And that kind of brought people to start with. And then apparently I have a decent enough personality that they stuck around for a while. Exactly, Onion. Yeah, like, this is a hobby for me, too. Like, I think technically I'm, like, the top 2% of streamers by, like, average viewership. But, like, I don't make money from this. Not really. I make a little bit, but it's still, like, less than minimum wage. If I took all my time streaming and worked at McDonald's instead, I'd be making twice as much money. Having said that, I don't want to work at McDonald's, so it's not exactly a fair comparison. So yeah, I would not recommend getting into this for money. It's not really a money thing, unless you're the top 0.5%. No, I mean, I do make some money, for sure, Caleb. Or, I keep wanting to call you Caleb. I know it's Cal Webs. My brain sees Caleb for some reason. Yeah, I make some money on YouTube and some money on Twitch. It's like, I mean, I don't mind hiding it, but it varies a lot. I would say it's about $400 a month on Twitch and about $200 a month on YouTube. So like $600 a month. So it's not like a ton of money in terms of like what you get from a job. My job before I was no longer a part of it was making me 3 times as much money. No, 4 times, I think, as much per month. More than that even? And yeah, that was a teaching job, so it didn't even pay that well. Putting fries in the bag rather than enjoying Stardew. I'm hopefully still a teacher. I'm looking for jobs right now. Teach physics. I currently do not have another job, although I am tutoring at the same time. So arguably I'm doing this full time, but I'm definitely not. I'm still looking for a job, so I'm not stopping that. Hey, Beestrigger, welcome in. Yeah, and jobs are going to open up really soon. I actually have a profession that's high in demand. There is a pretty high demand for physics teachers, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. There just wasn't any openings near me in the last year. You'd think so, Leah. You'd think so. Dang it. All right. Unfortunately, I didn't hit the snooze on my ad quick enough. So we are going to have ads here for about 4 minutes or so. Or 3 minutes or so. I do apologize. They'll be starting shortly here. We're going to keep on... Oh, time's almost up here, actually. I guess we're going to go count our fish and go to bed here. So that's all you'll miss, probably. All right. If I get physics next year, are you able to help? We do have a homework help section in the Discord. That's true as well, Onion. TurboTax is worse than AI. Wait, what? I would be willing to bet that TurboTax probably uses AI, unfortunately. Okay, we're counting our fishies. I'm using a calculator because my brain does not want to do math today. Only 63 fish? I didn't miss any, did I? Yeah, we just got less today. Guess it happens. I feel like we fished longer today. Did I miss any? 2, 4, 4, 9, 1, 5. 2, 2, 5, 1, 2. I think we got them all. Okay. All right, 78 minus 63 is 15. Look at that. How many blobfish are we at? 88. We just need 11 tomorrow, which is pretty good. Donny Donuts, welcome to the stream. Hello. Hope you're doing well today. All right, let's plug all of this in. No, that's not where that goes. You go here, and you go here. I'm back up to 260 animal crackers. I was over 300 before I did all the ponds and all of my chickens and everything. All right, let's see here. Going to bed. Good night, Leah. All right, let's get those 999 blobfish. We're actually running low on triple shot here. A parsnip, you say? Nothing down there, nothing down there. Huh. That is a absurdly low amount of slime today. I guess I'll grab it anyways. We can get almost 180 slime. Or exactly even. Well, we have a bunch of backup at least. There we go. No problem, Leah. Go get whatever you gotta get done, get done. Wait, what? That didn't make any sense. Apologies. Alright. We have to go grab all of our lovely shells on the beach here. Hopefully we can find them. Nothing today. So I always check on the beach every Sunday and Friday. Because I have to go to the traveling cart anyways. Just to see if there's any oysters, cockles, or mussels. Because that's the only way to get iridium quality. Also on Sunday, we go and check our raccoons. Dried cranberries, wild plum jelly. Raccoons can give us Star Drop Tea and Book of Stars. Didn't get any of those today. But next quest, maybe we'll be a little more lucky. And then we check the traveling cart for juice. We got something. Juice, jelly, and pickles can only be got from the traveling cart. Unbranded, so it would normally say something like corn juice or something similar. But since we don't... Only from the cart can you get the regular juice. So we're up to 125 of those. Yeah, fairy dust is actually useful. Not to disparage it or anything. Having said that, I don't think I'll have much use for it anymore. Where else could you get wine? So these statues of Endless Fortune, on Harvey's birthday, they give wine. So we already have the full stack of wine right here. We've even made it iridium quality, like all of our wines.
Oh, it's a person.
Hill Street Blues, thank you so much for the follow. All right, let's grab our fishing pole and get back out there. Sorry, our fishing buff. We have our fishing pole. It is Al, like a person, which is very fitting. So AL and then Gore Rhythm. It's a pun which has to do with the previous Vice President of the United States, and it sounds like algorithm. So Al Gore Rhythm, algorithm. That's a good point, Ocean. We might not have the slime for it, would be the only thing I'm worried about. I can always just put more egg presses down too. If I have more slime. Obama's last name is Obama. Vice President Al Gore was back in the 90s. It was the vice president for Bill Clinton. Obama's last name is Obama is the top 5 thing I've ever said. Yeah, this was like 30 years ago now. I was alive, but I don't remember it. Obama. Yes, that is Obama's name. All right. So right now, in general, we're fishing for these night market fish. So we're using magic bait, and we have to target specifically this area over here. And that area with magic bait can give you the spooky fish, the midnight squid, and annoyingly octopus, which we can't easily catch. Midnight squid, spooky fish, and the blobfish. Yes, we will be doing more fishing. We're in the middle of the Fecade after all, Ocean. 3 more years of straight fishing, and then we'll basically be done with it. I just realized I forgot my extra bobbers. We're gonna have to go back for them here. Any other tips for this game? I mean, honestly, I think this game is an incredible experience if you try to experience it yourself. Like, don't try and use other people's strategies. Just try and go in. You're not going to be able to go in blind, probably. But go in trying to try your own thing. See how you want to play it. 1.6 has not been out for very long. And it has changed a lot on how the game is played. So, like, I think even the old strategies aren't as good as they used to be. And there's definitely a lot of different ways to enjoy the game. Club crackers hate to see me coming. 3 years in-game, Hickory. Which is very different than out-of-game. Hopefully it'll only take me a few more months, IRL. Yeah, so we're currently year 97. By the end of year 100, I want to finish up all the fish here. So that's the counter here, the 26,915. That's how many fish I need to catch before the end of year 100. Yeah, this challenge requires a lot of sleeping and a lot of time. I will say I've only slept through like 20 years or so. So about 80 of these years I've played pretty much fully. Those bubbles might be too close. I don't trust it. They're too close. I'd have to like line right at the bottom, and even then it's probably still not guaranteed iridium. And we want guaranteed iridium. Rookie numbers for the 999 challenge. I don't know if anyone's longer than that yet. I mean, Onion. I am not the only person in the world doing this. Although I only know of one other that started before or at the same time as me. Alright, I'm gonna go grab these bobbers before I forget. My lovely fishing station. Why are you fishing for so long? I want to get 999 of every stackable item in Stardew Valley. So we need to get 2 stacks of every single fish. One for just the stack of the fish and one for the stack of smoked fish. So I need 1,998 of every fish in the game in iridium quality. I can estimate it. Unfortunately, it's going to be longer than year 999, Leah. There are at least 2 major items that take longer than 1,000 years. The owl statues that spawn on the farm, they're not likely to spawn more than once per year. And then the books that you can buy from the bookseller, rarely, like Friendship 101 and Mapping Cave Systems, they do not show up more than once per year on average. I am using magic bait, Cal. That's what you're using right now. You can say crap. We're technically a family-friendly stream. As long as you're not, like, swearing too much, it's fine. Because Twitch is 14+ in general. They can handle swear words. I just don't want to see, like, overuse of swear words, because it kind of annoys me. I guess it's my teacher brain. Oh, you're talking about challenge bait. Challenge bait I do use when I can, Sometimes it's actually just more economical to not use challenge bait. Magic bait lets you get any fish from any season. So right now we're getting all of the ocean fish. Yeah, challenge bait lets you get 3 at a time, and we do use that a whole lot. This is one of the only places where we can't use it, because you have to use magic bait to get the night market fish on the line. We intend our swears. Make your swears meaningful. That's all I'll say. If you're gonna swear in chat, make sure it's important. You can get more than 999, but it goes into a stack of 999. So like, if I got 999 spooky fish and I got one more, it would start another stack. Kind of like in Minecraft, how things stack up to 64. In this game, they stack up to 999, which is kind of what the challenge is based on. Fletching Fletchers. Yeah, I don't think we'll get that far, Hickory. 99999. Those are Terraria numbers right there. So many fish left. I mean, yeah, but compared to what we started out with, it's actually not that many. It seems like a lot. We're getting like close to 70 per in-game day, so it goes down pretty quick. And we'll get more later when we start using challenge bait again. Without streaming, you'd be really bored. Some people really like it. I mean, I did it without streaming for 4 years. I only started streaming 4 years ago. It's a nice thing to have, like, on your second monitor and doing something else. It's also like, some people like it more than others, sort of thing. It's just nice to work toward a goal and accomplish things, you know? Thanks, Cal. Fiddlesticks and crackers. That really waxes my back. First time swearing, how'd I do? You remind me of Lucy from the Fallout TV show. Is it Lucy? Am I saying that right? I'm excited for the big sleep. I am too. It's gonna be a big change of pace after all of this. The nice thing about T-Sets Bees is we can buy them now, as of 1.6. Some people think Concerned Ape did it for me.
Oh, it's personal.
I don't know if that's true, but I hope so. That'd be really awesome. You can buy them in the traveling cart after year 25. Alini, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. I wasn't sure quite how to pronounce that. Hopefully that's right. Could be a Linny as well. Can you react to videos and shows? In general, not really. Some people get away with it, but usually only big streamers. You're not supposed to. Sometimes you'll get away with it, though. Generally, people only watch that if they already care about you as well. They care about your opinion. Yeah, Bees, that seems to be the prevailing theory. Time loop. I've been married to Leah for 100 years. I'm gonna turn into a bear for the next 1,000 years. Oh, hibernate. I get it. It's like, why am I a bear? Yeah, that's true as well, Eli. That's how I started watching Dr. Mike. Which type of bear? The hibernating type. Oh, I see. It's a thing. Owl statues, it's a lot of things. There's a lot of things in this game that I can only get like once a year or a few times a year or things along those lines. So it's just going to be a sleep where I wake up some days, go do stuff some days, and just sleep through other days. We have to go to every bookseller, every traveling cart. Once a week we have to go to the raccoons. We have to do mostly every festival. There's a few we get to skip. But yeah, it's just a lot of days we have to wait through. Yeah, I use OBS. I'd recommend OBS. There's a bit of a learning curve, but once you get it, it's worth it. Streamlabs isn't that much easier, to be honest as well. It's going to be around year 1500, Eli. I'm not, because every result is random, so it's not guaranteed. The owl statues are expected to finish around year 1450. And the books are supposed to finish around year 1500 based on my math. But because it's random, it might be more or less in both cases. And the owl statues are a little weird because I spent the last 100 years not really having room for them to spawn. So that kind of throws it off a little bit too. How long is 1 year? If you sleep straight through, 1 year is about 20 minutes. 10 minutes maybe? It's like 15. However, I will not be able to sleep straight through each time, so it'll be a little longer. Yeah, you might have to adjust the capture size. Like, you can pull the corners in, basically. Yeah, I'd recommend, like, looking up some YouTube tutorials as well, slow gaming. I definitely had to do that a whole bunch. Yeah, Eli, I'm a little worried about that. I don't know. I'll just switch over to getting the 1.7 stuff, I guess. Getting most of the other stuff out of the way would be nice, though. I don't know how much stuff's going to be in 1.7. It might not add that many new items. We'll be rooting for you. Thank you, Eli. Which tackle? That tackle. If it is true that Concerned Ape added the T-set thing for me, I don't think he would do that. I don't imagine he would add an item that's once per decade anyways. Because the, most people don't even play 10 years in this game. Another new rare item. .6 added like 300 stackable items. Most of them were artisan goods, so. I made a whole video, Dovalin, that went through all of the new items that got added in 1.6. This is an octopus. I don't like it. Yeah, we're not getting that. Which books are the hardest? Any one that isn't quickly sold by the bookseller. So things like Friendship 101, Mapping Cave Systems, Trash Catalog, not Catalog, I don't remember the name of it. Alleyway something. Here, I can look at them. Yeah, so like this one, Friendship 101, Jack Be Nimble, Woody's Secret, Raccoon Journal, not that one, I can buy that one. Art of Crabbing, Alleyway Buffet. Oh god. Actually, no, it's the Book of Mysteries. We got this. There is a bookseller. It comes twice a month as of 1.6. This one's the worst one. I have to open 100,000 golden mystery boxes. No, Eli. So all of the books you can normally only get from like one source get added to the bookseller's selling list after year 3. However, they only have a 1 in 9 chance of showing up. So they're not guaranteed to show up once per year, which means they're pretty unlikely to show up. So that's why we have to keep going until year like 1500. The Book of Mystery cannot show up in the bookseller ever. So we have to get this by opening mystery boxes. And since it only has a 1 in 100 chance of showing up from a mystery box, we have to open 100,000 mystery boxes. Oh, is it 1% chance? Yeah, 1 in 100 times, yeah. We're on year 97. Yeah, from Golden too. It's actually more likely from Golden, I think. I think it's about the same, actually. Johnny, welcome in. Sorry to hear the roads were horrendous. It's not exactly surprising, though, given that you probably live somewhere in the US. Oh. I hope your test goes well, though. There are some items that are multiplayer only, but I don't consider them stackable for this challenge. Middle of nowhere, Texas. Yep, you got snow down there, too. That's crazy to me. I'm glad you have power, at least. Welcome back. Yeah, I had to establish some rules for this challenge. This is a single player only challenge. There are some items you can get multiple of in multiplayer that you can't get in single player, but since this is a single player only challenge, I just don't concern myself with them. There's a few glitchy items too that we don't count for the challenge, and a few items that you can miss that we don't count for the challenge either. Basically, the item has to be obtainable in single player at a 100% completed file. And like, you can't miss it. Yeah, there are multiplayer only, there's not multiplayer only items, but there's some items you can only get multiple of in multiplayer. One example is the coffee machine that you can get from completing that one quest for bringing leeks for George. You only get one, but it's one per player. So technically, if you had a multiplayer file and you brought 999 people through, you could get 999 of them. Another example are the legendary fish. Technically, there is only one that you can get per player, but you could have any number of players play the game, technically. But this is a single player only challenge, so we don't need to worry about that. $999 completed on 999. There is an item you can only get on the beach farm. However, it is not stackable. It's a painting. Yes, I do have a VODs channel. I just did that, but a video is missing. There's a button to export to YouTube. It does take a little bit, though. It doesn't automatically appear there. It has to, like, upload and whatnot. I do use that button, and it does work. My neighborhood roads are covered with trees and so many curves. Yeah. Y'all got, like, ice down there, right? Too? Oh, interesting. Did it break it into 15-minute bits? You can turn that off. Yeah, sometimes it'll fail to upload something and you have to redo it. So that would be annoying if it broke into 15-minute bits like that. Luckily, the VOD should still be on Twitch, so you should still be able to re-attempt to export it. You can always download it yourself and upload it separately. It's just a little bit more work. I have had to do that with VODs before, where I've had to download them completely and then re-upload them because the export thing wasn't working very well. Yes, I do. Exclamation mark 999. And if you want a blank one, there's one available on the FAQ. I'm gonna go take a look at this picture Johnny sent. I love just seeing that tiny amount of snow, Johnny, comparatively. Yeah, it's all over the roads, and not being used to it is like a lot. Oh, Pluto, your hair looks great, by the way. I don't know if you're still here or not. I think it turned out really well, despite the accidental dye use. I mean, I don't have snow tires either, although maybe the tires up here by default are snow tires. But yeah, 15 years of driving in the snow gets you instincts that you won't have if you don't drive in the snow for 15 years. Yeah, I would say so, slow gaming. I do have a TikTok, although I'm not good at uploading there. And right now I'm not so sure I want to, given what they've done recently. At the moment, I'm not planning on uploading anything more to TikTok. But yeah, if you are trying to get yourself out there, that is an option. YouTube Shorts works fine too. Instagram Reels, although I don't put anything on Instagram. They recently censored certain things happening in the United States. Prevented them from being posted and seen, basically. Yeah. From the friction of cars driving on roads, that usually clears them pretty quickly if there's no more snow coming. Yeah, it's related to that, slow gaming. I don't want to get into like a full-on discussion about it because I know everyone's hearing about it from all sides right now, especially if you live in the US. But yeah, they basically blocked people from uploading information about what happened. Yeah, TikTok is kind of owned by the US right now. I don't know exactly how that works. At the very least, they are doing things on the behalf of the government. It is very stupid, yes. Also, like, also horrible. So yes, I do have some stuff uploaded to TikTok, but at the moment, I'm not planning on uploading anymore. YouTube Shorts is working fine for me right now. As is regular YouTube. Good thing Google's never evil. I hope. Yeah, exactly, Johnny. I can't help but let it get in my head, but gotta just keep on doing what I love doing too. I suck at editing, yeah. Me too. No, it's the same shorts I've been uploading to YouTube, Dovalin. I just uploaded them separately to TikTok. They honestly didn't do very well, so I don't mind too much not uploading there. It's definitely a different demographic over there. If we can get 2 more blobfish, we get a stack today. I don't think it's going to happen, though. It could. This is not a blobfish. Actually, it could be. There's some pretty heavy moves there. Nope, okay. Ooh, we like our midnight squid roe. Very nice. That's acceptable. Almost a stack of blobs. Look at them. They're so blobby. One of two, yes. We're not done stacking it. We'll be halfway done if we can get 2 more. You cannot get Midnight Squid Roe from fish ponds. Both the squids only give ink in their respective ponds, so you have to fish them up for their roe. Good to hear that, Gaiman. That's awesome. Yeah, which makes them 2 of the hardest items to get in the game. Are you ending anytime soon? We're playing at least another day. I don't know how soon you mean. It will not be in the next 10 minutes. I mean, it will not be in the next 40 minutes. How about that? All right, 10 fish plus 5 fish. I can't promise past that because I'm still recovering a bit from surgery. So I don't know how tired I'm going to get in the next bit of time here. I will definitely play at least 1 more day, though. That's okay, Onion. Thanks for hanging out so far. I love having you here, but it's okay if you gotta go. 64 fish today. So we can drop that 915 to 851. Bye, Onion. See you later. Thanks for hanging. Oh, I didn't check how many we have. All right. Yeah, my squid roe is up to 353, and my midnight squid roe is up to 241. The gap between these is a lot less than I thought it would be. I thought I was going to get twice or even 3 times as much squid roe as midnight squid roe, and that has not been the case. Yeah, I need 1,998 total, because I need the roe and then I need the aged roe. So these are my 2 empty aged roes until we get enough. So we have 1 of each aged roe. Prove it! Blinksy, I'm disappointed in you. I don't know what I'm trying to prove, actually. What do you want me to prove? I'm confused. If y'all don't know the wonderful, excellent, amazing Blinksy, Blink is an incredible streamer, an awesome person, and a great friend of mine. Make sure you go give Blinksy a follow if you're not already doing so. Put that in there. We'll grab 1 of these and 1 of these for tomorrow. Thank you for the shout out for Blinksy. How was the rest of your work day? I hope it went well. When I cross my arms like that, I actually kind of hurt myself from touching the surgery area. Whoops. It's okay. It's not that bad. It's fine. I'll tough it out. It's fine. All right, we do get a bookseller today. Exclamation mark books, please, so I don't forget. Off for the next 2 days. Nice. Get that rest in. Thank you, Blinksy. I almost called you Booksy. What happened? I had some surgery on Monday due to a umbilical hernia. I had a little bit of something poking out my belly button, and they had to push it back in. Not a big deal. They did have to put me under for anesthesia and everything, and obviously cut into me. So it was a bit of surgery, but it's all set now, all done. Get rid of all that, please. And so I just have a little cut on my tummy now. Sneakers. Thank you, Garlic Bread, for summoning sneakers. It wasn't urgent, but I wanted to get it out of the way. So, like, I could have waited a little bit, but I just wanted to get it done with. You had a hernia when you were 9. Yeah, it's more common in kids to have specifically an umbilical hernia. It just decided to pop out later in life for me for whatever reason. Just followed? You will not regret. Linksy is amazing. We're doing our hardcore Stardew again in like a week. It's next Sunday, so coming up here. So not the coming Sunday, but the one after that. No, it's in my belly button. Umbilical meaning like where your umbilical cord is. So it was in my belly button. But yeah, they can happen anywhere around there. It basically is just like part of your intestine kind of popping through where it's not supposed to. Not like out of your body, but like into a different part of your body. Gotcha. Yeah, mine was in the belly button. So it basically turned my... I normally have an innie belly button, and it made it look like an outie for a while until they fixed it. Yeah, I know, Lady Explosion Murder. My doctor was like triple checking that I didn't already have one as a kid or something. And I was like, nope, never did. They did give me the good pain meds. I haven't used them because I haven't been in a lot of pain, and I don't want to use that kind of stuff unless I have to. I will keep the Zolfran they gave me for later, though. That's better stuff. That's just anti-nausea medicine, for anyone who doesn't know. But it's like really powerful anti-nausea medicine. That too. Yeah, I don't want to like overdrug myself unless I need to, and the pain has not been that bad. It's just like a constant soreness. I've just been gotten away by taking ibuprofen and Tylenol, which they also gave to me. Oops. Stick these two. Yeah, Zolfran's incredible. I also had it when I had chemo. And it was absolutely necessary for that. Hey, Kiwi Fruit, welcome in. We're doing a challenge to collect 999 of every stackable item in Stardew Valley. Right now we're doing our typical Monday chores, which includes getting a prize ticket and grabbing these shorts. Which unfortunately takes a little bit of a walk here, but we can just teleport out after. I try to put all of my chores on Monday, so I can get them all done at the same time. No, the prize tickets are just for stacking. Can you do my chores too? No, Blinksy. Don't you have kids for that? I thought that was the whole reason you have children, is so that you can make them do chores. Okay, we didn't get another one, sadly. I don't think it spawned another one. 2 in a row failing sucks. Okay, that's fine. We got a few nice things here. But that is not what I wanted to put in there, actually. There we go. I'm in the process of training. You're getting there. You can get them to the point where they cook dinner and enjoy it. I think that's the sweet spot. They enjoy cooking dinner and they're good at it. That's how you know you did it right. All right, let's get these while we're here. When you can start earning money immediately on Twitch, I believe. I think they changed that recently. You just have to turn it on and like set it up and whatnot. Generally, it used to be when you became affiliated, which is I think like 5 average viewers, which I think they made that easier recently as well. You do not have to get partnered to earn money. We are not doing this, so we're not doing any of this then. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can start earning money right away now. They changed that fairly recently. My eldest love language is making me breakfast. Oh, that's so cute. When Cinder was a toddler, her favorite game was just pointing at the cat laser toy at any of her toys that weren't put away. She'd grab it and put it away once the light landed on it. That's so cute. I don't know if that's true anymore, Hickory. I think they changed it. It used to be that you had to be affiliate to earn money, but I think you can earn now even as a non-affiliate. Maybe you can't get payouts till you're an affiliate, but you can use the money for Twitch things. Maybe that was it. Okay, so they changed it to 3 average viewers, 25 followers. Yeah, they halved everything. I think it used to be 5, 50, and 7. Oh, not in the last week. That can't be right. 4 days streamed the last week? Okay. Yeah. All right, let's go back to fishing here. Yeah, I was doing some reading on that recently, and I think, yeah, they made it so you can still earn money even if you're not an affiliate. Yeah, they clarified partners requirements a lot, too. It seems like they were always using the same requirements. They just made them much more explicit now. You need to have, like, an average viewership of 75 viewers. And then also you need to have at least 7 streams in a 2-week period, or maybe it's a month-long period, that have an average of 75 viewers for that exact stream. Yeah, that sounds more realistic, Hickory. They do it over like a longer period of time. Those are the hard requirements. That's not including like the time stream requirements at all. They kept it at 75 though, so they didn't lower that part for partner. Yeah, this is not... Making money from making content is something that only very, very few people actually accomplish. Making money to live off of, I should say. As a hobby, it's wonderful, though. Why can't I sleep straight through the year? There's a few different things I need to do along the way. I have to go to a bunch of the festivals for Rare Crows. I need to go to... usually still the night market for Midnight Squid Row and whatnot. There's going to be a few other things as well, but those are the main ones. We have stuff to do before the festivals too. When I hear 999, I think of the Herman Cain tax plan. I think you're overthinking it a little bit, Kiwi. My username is just a pun. So algorithm sounds like algorithm. Hey Nom Nom Nom, welcome in. Or maybe you're making a joke as well of it, and I'm reading too much into it. Yeah, I was too young when Al Gore was vice president and did his presidential run to know much about him. I would have been 8 years old when he was running for president. Herman Cain was part of the joke. Gotcha. Agreed, Eli. It's still a hobby for me, and theoretically, I'm in like the top 1% of streamers in terms of viewership. So that kind of shows you what it kind of is. Like even in the top 1%, you're not really making that much money. There's no way I could live off of this alone. Gore is his middle name. Gore is my father's name. You can call me Algo. Thank you for the follow,
Oh, it's
Kiwi.
person. Oh, it's person.
And Zekiel, thank you for the follow as well. My tackle wore out. Gotta pay attention to that. Yeah, exactly, Eli. Right now it is part of my income. I'm also tutoring. Coaching sounds fun. Maybe I can look into that. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to rely on like content creation money because it is so varied. You know, like I might do well one month and then not make any money the next month. It's very stressful sounding. There's also no like health insurance or other benefits. So you got to pay for all that yourself. Volatile, there we go. Like an explosive. Of course, if you don't live in the US, you probably don't have to worry too much about health insurance. But here, it's a major important thing. And usually if you have a job, your employment pays for it, or it's garnished from your wages to pay for it. Yeah, I just paid for a surgery out of pocket, and it is, well, I haven't paid for it yet. I'm on a payment plan. It was not cheap. But at least I didn't die. There's probably, like, something you can sign up with, Eli. I'm sure that the big partnered streamers have, like, some kind of thing that they jump into. Of course, the big partner streamers can probably just afford whatever health insurance they want. 13K for a new tooth? That seems steep even for, like, normal standards. Like, I just had to pay a filling out of pocket, and that was, like, $600 for 2 fillings. That was with insurance. That seems odd. That seems like the insurance is not doing the right thing there. Because I don't even think most deductibles go that high. I'm on, like, the worst insurance plan in the world right now, and my deductible is less than 13K. Of course, like, dentist isn't covered on my insurance. Neither is, like, eyes. For insurance, it was like 25. But they just, like, bloat the numbers because they expect people to have insurance. And then the insurance pays for it. That's kind of why the whole system's busted right now anyways. People are just running up the numbers on each other because it's like systems interacting with systems rather than people interacting with people. Yeah, it is Hickory, but that's somehow the least of our concerns. If the value of the dollar continues to go down, then the actual value of the debt will actually decrease. Even if the amount goes up. I think this is from Coral Island. I always think of it because it sounds like the song from The Little Mermaid a little bit. got the same kind of instruments. Gotcha, Johnny. I'll check in a little bit. Thank you. Is it like... I guess I don't know what you mean by important. I'm definitely going to check it. I'm aware, Johnny. It's weird, though, because I thought I hid that, but yeah. Don't worry about it. It signed you out when you did the two-step verification thing. Twitch has some very interesting verification step things. Good luck to you, though. I hope you can get it back in. I lost this account for a long time because they would not send the verification email. This is before I was a streamer. I ended up making a new account. Oh, that's right. It wasn't this account. Because I made a new account, and then I finally got access to the old one, like, years later. And then I deleted the old account, or I changed the name of the old account, and then changed this name back to that one. Which is hilarious. It's a very funny process of steps there. Because I was like, I got my old account back, but it's following streamers I don't care about anymore, and not following all the ones I do care about. So I just kept this one and changed the name to that one, which is the algorithm. I could have sworn that I saw the value of the dollar went down. Maybe not, though. You can probably trust it. Do. Maybe it was just like general purchasing power went down, which might not be equivalent to the value. Economics is confusing. Good night, Evertalk. Thanks for hanging out. Nice, Johnny. That's a cool name, too. I should check Hightail. Someone probably already took my name on Hightail. I haven't played it yet. Hightail looks fun. Got my platypus here. Nice. I don't know what eye you're correcting there. I was gonna say, it says eye in two places. You saw an exclamation mark for some reason. That'd be a pretty impressive mistype. That's like across the keyboard. And you have to press shift. Brain isn't working today. You did have to drive through those snowy roads. You can take some of that snow to put on your forehead. Cool you down. We're not going to catch this, are we? Maybe. It's being pretty nice. There we go. Wow. Sometimes octopi are nice. Sometimes. That's true, Hickory. I could also just like get the game and make an account, which I probably should do, because I imagine I will play it at some point. Oh yeah, that'll tire you out, Johnny. It was nice of you to help out, though. Oh, I see. You came over there to make it easier to get there. Never mind. I misread it as you helped them shovel their driveway, which you might have also done. Admittedly, y'all probably don't have snow shovels down there. I never even thought about that. But, like, why would you if you don't need them 99% of the time? $20 for an account. Yeah, I'll probably do it later then, Hickory. I'm not too worried about it. If I have to be algorithm 4, I'll be algorithm 4. That's annoying, slow gaming. We really don't need more octopus in our life. I think it's true for a lot of places, slow gaming, unfortunately. Alright, unfortunately we're going to have ads play in just a second here. I do apologize. I will see you on the other side. We're just going to keep fishing. We hit our next hour, which means more ads. Turbo for the win. You're also subscribed, Johnny. I was going to say. That'll presuppose that. At first I was like, wait, aren't you subscribed? 22 and 12 here. My goodness. Are you in the middle? Probably. Don't dox yourself, but yeah, my friend lives in Tennessee and they got hit pretty hard. Less than they were expecting, actually, but still a lot. Honestly, we've been mostly fine here in Michigan. Like, there was a few days that were definitely colder than it normally is. But, like, we haven't gotten that much snow. We've gotten pretty lucky. Like, beneath us, it snowed a lot more than it did up here. Of course, tomorrow it's supposed to get back into the negatives, so it'll be nice and cold again. Pretty snow in Texas. I'm excited. I should check out my Texas friends and make sure they're okay. Are you alive? I heard you got an inch of snow there. That is pretty. Probably not a view you're gonna get to see very often, so savor it. I don't imagine this is like a once in a decade probably occurrence. I wonder, are there like a lot of kids making snowmen and stuff? Or having snowball fights? The temperature is probably right for it, where the snow is packing, right? Not even on Google Earth. Nice. I can't be doxxed if I don't exist. Huh. On hightail bees? Well, actually, thanks for grabbing it. That's fine. I can wait 30 days. Interesting that it was available. You might have spelled it wrong because there's an H after the R. The second R. For clarity. Hey, we got squid roe. We take that. One more fishy here. I was looking for a charger that was plugged into my PS5 and didn't see it there. Been looking for an hour. Well, that's annoying. Well, the algorithm's what you got. Yeah, there would be an H after the second R there. See you later, Diana. Although, to be honest, I'm not going to be here for more than a few more minutes. Let's go ahead and count up our fishies here. We have 8 plus 1 plus 8 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 4 plus 1 plus 9 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1. 50. We did start a little late today. We had all of our other chores. Makes the math easy, though. 26,801 fish to go. I don't know, bees. We'll see. We did it! That is a full and definite stack of blobfish completed. Woo! The first stack is done. Second stack has just begun. Sounds very foreboding, doesn't it? Thank you, Johnny. Blobber. Hit the blobber. All right. And with that, we can say officially that we have done 50% of our totals. So I'm going to go through and see how we match up what we have here. Our expected amount versus what we actually have. So albacore, that's not going to be, actually, you know what? This might not work. So albacore, we have 880. But we should have half of 764 of it done. Okay. So we still need... Oh no, I see. What am I mathing here? Stupid math. Okay. So that should give me 498 of 880 and so almost 500 of which came from not this? Is that what that's implying? That's what that's implying. So 500 of our albacore came from elsewhere. Huh. That doesn't seem to be implied by what we have here. Oh, because 554 of it came from... Wait, what? 454 came from that. That doesn't seem right. Okay, maybe we'll do the math again when we actually need to catch albacore, because it doesn't make a lot of sense right now. All right, I'm proud that we got our stack of blobfish done. Let's look at some of our other fishies in here. Albacore 880, anchovy 802. Don't worry about that one. Flounder 650. We're gonna get those from Ginger Island though. Herring, that seems to be our lowest one, doesn't it? Outside of the ice bib. We're not gonna worry about that. Of our ocean fish though, do we have a lower one than 461 of our ocean fish? I don't think so. Halibut might be the lowest. Hey Melmond, welcome in. Doing some fun coding stuff and it's helping. I'm glad I could help. Unfortunately, we are about done here. So these are our fish done for the day. Blobfish, or the fish that we already have a stack of, are the blobfish, the eel, the ghost fish, midnight squid, those guys, and spooky fish. All right, let's put everything away for tonight. Ooh, that sounds annoying. I can see why you're having trouble with that. Hope it goes well, though. Moderators? Yeah, Onion's a mod. My friend Jess is a mod, too. In general, we don't need mods too badly. You should mod just people that you trust. If you're setting up, I would recommend getting Seribot. I would look it up. It's SERY bot. It's very useful for preventing spammers and stuff. It takes care of most of the problems that I have. You're likely to get a lot more scammers as a small streamer. I don't know why that happens. It just does. So just keep that in mind. All right. Thanks so much for hanging out today, everybody. I am going to kick you out somewhere lovely, though. It is time. I have had a great time streaming today, but I'm still recovering a bit from surgery, and it is noticeable to me how tired I'm getting. So we're going to find somewhere lovely to send you. Let's see who's live. Habu is still going. Good for Habu. I do see Alila. Let's see if anyone else is doing Stardew. Oh, Junimo is also doing Stardew. Look at all these cool people. All right, I'm gonna kick it out to Leela. Leela's an amazing streamer who's doing some CC runs. And you know what? Leela has been popping off lately. I don't say this to people because I don't want them to deal with the stress, but I think she's getting a little close to being able to apply for partner. So let's make sure we send the love over there. Drop a follow if you can. Leela's incredible. Super good Stardew Valley speedrunner, great streamer. Go have fun over there. And let's get that going. All right. Thanks so much for hanging out today, everybody. I'll catch you guys all in the future. Bye for now, everyone. Bye, Johnny. Bye, Robot. Bye, Leah. Bye, Mew. Bye, Bees. DM me, Bees. We'll figure it out. Thank you. Bye, Slow Gaming. Bye, Eli. Bye, Diana. Bye, Hickory. Yeah, I got you. DM me on Discord. All right. Let me go ahead and set up a read message for y'all. We can. Yeah, we still have time. We'll just do it simple today. I can't think. Copy paste that one if you are a subscriber. And copy paste the second one if you are not a subscriber. See y'all later. Bye.